Hey everybody, it's the OGGM. It's Friday, it's about 10:30. It's the third day of June 2022. It's 62 degrees and cloudy this Friday morning. How y'all doing? I said I would do a video about the Itch.io thing, controversy, censorship, and I just recorded a 15-minute video about it, and for some reason, it didn't work because my computer hates me. And then I realized I was just meandering, and I was probably going to have to redo it anyway. So here's a much shorter version of that video. If you're not aware of what's going on, there is a website called itch.io. They do a lot of bundles and jams, and about every month they do something called the OSR Jam, where they allow various OSR publishers to put stuff up. This month's OSR Jam is being sponsored by a company called Monkey Paw Press. On the very first page of the jam, they have the list of, what they'll accept, what their rules are, the regulations, formatting, all the kind of things you would expect to see on a please submit stuff to our thing that you're not going to get paid for unless you are really lucky. All the normal mumble jumbo. It's all straightforward, very plain, very cut and dry. There's the normal kind of things you would see. And then right in the middle, amongst everything else, plain as day, this is the problem. For me, anyways. I know a lot of other people have issues with this, but here's my issue with this. And I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Right in the middle of this front page of the jam submission is something that basically suddenly starts attacking certain individuals in our community. And then it switched right back to the normal stuff. So it's right there on the first page. There's no warning. There's no adults only. There's no, this is, a 10-year-old kid who wanted to, do an OSR Pokemon game or whatever would be reading this, and then it would go like, and, it needs to format like this, no more than so much page, and and then fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And it just literally goes off. Fuck you, fuck anybody associated with these individuals, fuck anybody who is a libertarian, which makes no sense. We don't agree with the thinking of these individuals, but instead of being reasonable about it, we're just going to say, fuck you, fuck them. If you support them, if you believe in them, if you even are if you're associated with any of them, fuck you. We don't have anything to do with you. We don't want your product. And these people are horrible, awful human beings who believe in horrible, awful things. And, if you are friends with them or associated with them or associated with the Libertarian Party, which is the part that of all that makes no sense, you're also believe in what they believe. So fuck off, fuck you. We don't have anything to do with you. And we don't want your product on our thing. Okay, so let's just take all the other stuff around. I don't care what RPG pundit politics are. I don't care what Venger Satanis's politics are. I don't care what GrimJim's politics are. In fact, I respect the fuck out of GrimJim. How many times have I said when I grow up, I want to be more like GrimJim? Sidebar, I think really why so many people are angry at GrimJim has nothing to do with his politics and everything to do with the fact that he does a weekly thing called Tabletop Topless, where he plays D&D with adult film stars and sex workers. And I think people are just jealous of the fact that Jim gets to hang out with porn stars and sex workers. And they're all like, I want to hang out with porn stars and sex workers. Fuck this guy. He's a horrible person. So it doesn't matter what these guys think. It doesn't matter if I agree or disagree with their politics, okay? What's important is this blurb, where it's placed and how it's formatted, and how it presents the beliefs of Monkey God Press or Monkey Paw Press and the beliefs of Itch.io. Because Itch.io has not responded to this. Itch.io has not told them to take it down. This has been up for a couple days. There's been multiple individuals who have commented on this. Multiple people have written letters to Itch.io and saying this is completely inappropriate. You need to take this down. Why do you want to be associated with this? This really gives you a bad name. It's slander, it's defamation of character, it's misrepresentation. Not only you are attacking GrimJim, Pundit, Venger, you're attacking anybody who, is any way associated with them. And that includes people like me, because I, GrimJim on my friends list, and GrimJim I think is subscribed to my stuff. That is Aaron, the pandemic, you know, just anybody, if you've bought a product for RPG Pundit at any point in time, or GrimJim, you are believe the same things. And that's slander, that's defamation of character, that's misrepresentation, that's horrible slanderish language in a public place that anybody could see, completely inappropriate, just on so many levels. And by not commenting on it, Itch.io is saying it's okay, and therefore Itch.io is accepting the responsibility and would be held liable with Monkey Paw Press, or whatever these guys are called. So this is an attack against the individuals, an attack against anybody who's associated with the individuals, calling them these names and saying they are this, this, and this, and this. And, you know, we don't support that. And you know what? If you don't support the politics of Jim and Pundit and Venger, that's fine. I mean, there's things that if Venger and Pundit and Grim have said I completely disagree with politically. But, you know, there is a better way to say that without slander. There is a better way to represent the beliefs of your company without defamation of character. There is a better way to talk about what you will and will not accept on the site without misrepresenting anybody who's associated with these individuals. Also, hashtag sidebar, libertarianism has nothing to do with the things you're saying, these guys, you know? So that's just like, why? So if I'm liberal, I'm a horrible person who believes the same thing that Pundit and Venger might believe, even though they're conservatives? Do you know what the Libertarian Party actually is? But anyways, that's the sidebar. So that's my problem. You're associating, Itch.io is associating anybody who, you know, hangs out or likes these guys or watches their videos with this political, you know, statements that it's obviously Monkey Paw disagrees with, and they're doing it in a completely incorrect way. Now, you know, Jim and Pundit and Venger have every right in the world to make their product, sell their product, make money off their product. Then Jim and Venger and Pundit have every right in the world to have whatever political statement they want. And if they want to make those statements on YouTube, they have that right. Sometimes the way they make those statements could have been better, but, you know, we're all passionate individuals, and we often, including myself, often say things that are like, well, that was horrible. And their politics should have nothing to do with the product. You could say, well, this is a PG-13 products only. So there's certain subjects you cannot talk about if you want it to be put up. We're not doing anything adult. We're not doing rape or whatever. So if that's something you're going to talk about in your game, please take that out, because we don't want that on our site, or, you know, whatever. But if the site, the Game Jam is not making money for a political, you know, party. It's not like the time when Itch.io did the bundle to make money to support the victims of the flood or whatever, you know, or fire victims or victims of the shooting or reproductive rights, which they've done in the past. They've done bundles to support multiple other things. Some people agree with, some people don't agree with. So up to now, they've remained pretty neutral, you know. But now here's this one, and they're just saying this, and it's completely inappropriate. There's a better way to say what they said without attacking. Because, like, I feel, oh, well, you know what? I have Pundit product. I have Venger product. I listen to GrimJim. So therefore, I must be exactly like them. If those individuals wanted to get together and file a class action suit against Monkey Paw, they could. And until Itch.io posts some type of response, Itch.io is the governing body that is allowing Monkey Paw to put this slanderous material up and attack these individuals, which means Itch.io would be held responsible. And if the class action suit happened And if the class action suit was won by the individuals involved, and it would have to be a class action suit because Monkey Paw's attacking multiple individuals. I mean, each one of them could also pursue slander, defamation of character, individual cases against Monkey Paw. But when a group is attacked, that's usually a class action suit. If they won, any money that was won and anything that was agreed upon by the judge in the class action suit, Itch.io would be responsible for. So, as we've just learned over this week in a defamation of character class action suit between, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and how much money, is going to be involved in that. And most class action suits are usually in hundreds of thousands or even millions. You rarely ever see a class action suit for $150. Itch.io is looking at a major political backslash, and more importantly, a major legal backslash. And plus, this wording and this attack on these individuals is not behind any not safe for work PG-13. If you're a kid, don't read this. It's literally part and parcel of the very first page of the rules of the jam, where it shouldn't be. It has nothing to do with any of the other stuff. It's basically, this attack on these individuals where anybody could see it. And, anybody who's associated is therefore with Grim or Pundit or Venger is somehow then also associated with their beliefs. And also Monkey Paw believes that you are as horrible as they are and want nothing to do with your product. Well, that's just telling me, oh, well, then I don't want to submit stuff to your game jam. I don't want to support Itch.io. Bottom line, Itch.io has lost me as a customer. I will not ever give them money again because of this, and because they have allowed this to be said, and because they are not standing up and taking a statement. They're associating themselves with the wording of this document, and they're not saying, oh, yeah, no, you need to change that or whatever. So, yeah, it just looks bad for Itch.io. It looks bad for Monkey Paw Press. It looks bad for anybody involved in this. It's slander, it's defamation of character, it's misrepresentation of the individuals involved, it's misrepresentation of anybody who's in any way, shape, or form associated with the individuals involved and the industry in general, and it's only going to blow up in Monkey Paw's and Itch.io's face. So that's my 2 cents. I probably already talked about it too much, and I'm probably not the best person to talk about it, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for posting this because I usually do when I do politics, but it's upsetting to me, but not for the same reasons it's upsetting to other people. What upsets me, as I said, is it was allowed to happen. The defamation of character, the censorship, the slander. It's like, look, Monkey Paw, if you believe what you believe, great. You have every right to say that, but not like this, and not where you said it. There are better ways that are more appropriate in a public forum where you're shilling for money and product than this, because all you're doing is turning people away. I really doubt anybody's going to go, oh yeah, even if they believe the same thing, they're going to be like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be associated with that wording. Because when this blows up in Monkey Paw and Itch.io's face, anybody who's associated with that jam will also be held under the same microscope. Oh, you put your thing on Itch.io's Game Jam, which must mean you agree with everything that Monkey Paw Press said. Therefore, you are also responsible for the slander and the defamation of character. Anybody that's how the things work, and that's the problem. So yeah, bottom line, you've lost me as a customer and a supporter. Itch.io, Monkey Paw Press, you're not a company I will ever support, because not that I don't like or dislike your product, and not that I agree or disagree with your politics. It's the way you went about this is completely inappropriate, and is only going to get you in trouble. Bottom line, yeah, it was just dumb. That's it. That's all I have to say. If I don't know, there's links. Probably Jim is the best person to check out if you want to really get into finding out about this and research and what steps Jim and Pundit and Venger are going to take. Till next time, I'm the OG GM. That's it for this week. See ya.